All right, hey guys. I'm sure everyone's heard from the mainstream media recently that Swedish government charges Julian Assange, the guy from WikiLeaks, with rape and molestation or some garbage. As soon as I saw the headline, as soon as I read it, immediately, just like immediately when Rod Blagojevich got tried for trying to sell the seat of Congressman at the time, Obama, I knew immediately then he would be found not guilty, or the jury would be in a hung jury. You know, they would not. In other words, he would not be convicted. Because why? Because he told Bank of America, "You better stop doing these shady little dealings with the people of my state, which was Illinois, or else we will take our bank accounts out of Bank of America and find another bank." Well, Bank of America didn't like that very much, and of course, being Bank of America, one of the elite banks, they said, "Who's this guy think he is? The governor's telling us what to do?" Watch this. Within days of that event, wham, he gets charged, all that crap. They evict him out and whatever, kick him out of the governor's seat, and he said, "I'm not guilty." And I knew that when I saw that he stood up to the banks, I realized this guy isn't the average politician. He really did something for the people. He should be commended, praised. What happens? 24 counts. Only one did the jury find him guilty of, and it was lying to the FBI. What nonsense. That's not even one of the charges they were going after him for. Complete garbage. So, anyways, I want to talk about this Stockholm, Sweden deal. Alright, so back on track. Stockholm, Sweden, CNN. Sweden drops rape accusation against WikiLeaks founder. Isn't that hard to believe? As soon as I heard that, which I heard it yesterday, I said, this is nonsense. Just like the Rod Blagojevich thing, this guy is not guilty without a doubt. Why? Because he's doing a massive exposure of the government in the war and everything. It's nonsense. And whenever the government sees lots of followers following some entity, they say, hey, this guy risks waking them up. We need to do something about this guy. So Sweden drops all charges. Not the U.S., not that the U.S. had any, but Sweden's the one that pressed charges. Again, this guy has a file called an insurance file that was 1.3 gigabytes in size. He put on his website on the first day or so that he released the 76,000 documents. And it was completely locked down with 256 AES encryption, high-level stuff. No one's basically cracking it, apparently. And he basically told the government, F off, or else I'll release this document password. And wait till you see what's on that document password if you think the stuff I'm leaking now is bad. Which is obviously is the assumption, because every time they come out and say something, we're going to go after him, we're going to press charges, we're going to shut a site down. No, you're not. He says it. No, you're not. And then they back down. Sweden, press charges, child rape or molestation, whatever, sex charge. Day later, for God's sakes, you want another case? There's a guy on YouTube, I don't know if he still has his account up, it might, named July 4 Patriot. This guy was in the war, I think the first war in Afghanistan, like in 2002, 2003, 2004 time frame, I believe. If not, it was the beginning of the Iraq War. Anyways, it was around that time frame. He was in the military. He saw what was going on. Complete nonsense. It's a racket. I'm not doing this. I've woken up. I see what's going on. 9/11, the whole thing. It's nonsense. So he comes back, creates this YouTube account, telling people, hey, you better wake up. It's coming. Your government's coming for you. Here's the evidence. Take a look. And he would, post things. This guy had millions of views on his videos. Very quickly. No other person pushing the Patriot militia movement or wake up movement like this guy who was from the army or military, whatever branch he was from, is doing that. What did they do? They charged him with the same thing. Molestation of a child under the age of 16, or sex with someone under the age of 16, and something else. They went and broke into his house, with a warrant, of course, because the judge signed the warrant due to the officers and the FBI giving the judge some kind of evidence, which is probably nothing but nonsense, some kind of informant that's nonsense, which turned out to be utter nonsense. They kick in his door, they arrest him, put him in jail. Not guilty. He's been released. Anyways, here's another case of that. Sweden drops rape accusation against WikiLeaks founder. You're damn right. Because when you hold something in your possession that is absolutely damning to the government, to the powers that be, the elite, you've got them by the balls. For once. And this guy, and I'm assuming it's his insurance file, maybe he gave them the password and said, listen, here's the password, go ahead and unlock it. Look what I've got in there. And if you keep busting my balls, thousands of other people who have already downloaded that file, we will release the password to it. And then the rest of the world's going to see what's on that file, which could be videos, documents, could be the complete exposure of the wars for nothing more than giving BP oil contracts and everything else, which is interesting because, 50,000 troops to remain in Iraq. We're pulling out all combat operations effective immediately, 2 weeks in advance of the normal date. Well, that's funny. That's around the same exact time that BP got a massive oil contract in Iraq. And only after they got that contract did I hear the news, we're pulling out now. Happens every time. Is CNN talking? Did CNN say, hey, we noticed that, BP got a massive oil contract in Iraq, and then we pulled out? How about Fox News? Did they mention that? No. MSNBC? CNNBC? Anybody? No. But I saw it. I was paying attention. The conspiracy websites I follow were paying attention. And as we always suspect, these guys are never guilty. And within a day, this guy is found. Or not even found not guilty. They drop charges. You don't charge someone with that type of allegations and then drop them the next day. Unless that guy, which is Julian Assange, has you by the balls. Which he must have with that insurance file. I love it. I absolutely love it. When I hear people say, "Oh, he's got blood on his hands by releasing these files. He could hurt intelligence operations and informants in the vicinity." Good. So what? We're not supposed to be there. The Constitution, if you stick by it, says basically, you will not attack anybody unless you are attacked first. You may defend yourself. You will not aggressively go after people. And for the last God knows how many wars, I'm only 32, so I was a baby when the first Gulf War happened, well, I was in, 12, 13, whatever, when the first Gulf War happened. I didn't know any better. I saw my guys out there kicking butt. Yeah, I'm in America. My guys just whooped ass. Did I know that was nonsense too? No. Why? Because the news and the government, everyone told me so. And they're on my side, right? So why should I believe any different? Well, now things are different. You can clearly see what they do. And I absolutely love this. I mean, just look at this. I just love it. There he is, Julian Assange. Sweden drops rape accusation against WikiLeaks founder. Read it and weep, powers that be. And as the webbot said, they, starting in 2010, from about 2 years ago reports, and in 2009, in 2010, the powers that be will start to lose their grip on us, on the sheeple, on the people, on everybody. Not fully. It is the start. And by God, this is absolutely the start. If I don't mind saying so myself. So, this is good news for guys like us, people like us. This is fantastic. I love it. And I can't wait to see the next 10,000 documents he releases, which are supposedly far worse than the 76,000 documents that they released previously, which really pissed off the government and NATO and everybody else that are pro-Western friendly. Good news also, Iran started its nuclear reactor today. They haven't been attacked yet. Does that mean that they won't? No. But it's a little sigh of relief that they didn't do it yet. Attack them. So anyways, that's all I want to tell you for now. I love it.